Morton Anderson to kick off.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coaches?
Yeah. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 80 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Allstott. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Morton Anderson now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Vick. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And on play action, Vick. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. from the gun, Vic. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Mike 51. Tighten up. Pull it together. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. We own them.
Jones on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So here's Vic following the interception. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. Quickly into the hands of Waller. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Off the play fake, Vic. Forced out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They can never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, our home team 6, visitors nothing.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
A loss of 11 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At the 21-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
3rd and 8.
19 Light. 51 Mike. Mike 51. I'm scared. Watch it. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Open man, it's Jeremy Shockey. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Buying time to his left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Morton Anderson now for the extra point.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Makes the score our home team 13. Visitors, nothing. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
3rd down. And 2 yards to go.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Michael Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They will indeed go for it. Vic. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's Jones on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, time. Hurt. Check hot route. Hot. Kill. Check 4.
From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a carry for Walker. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Anderson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Vic readies to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now here's Vic. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And touchdown!
Touchdown.
Randy Moss, 40 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
54 is Mike.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit.
Visitors 8. Morton Anderson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing on first down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. The tight end Jeremy Shockey, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. And it's caught by Ed McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now a give, right side. Thorpe. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 37.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Throwing, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Jones now. Off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Jones
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do it with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, Sanders now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for 1st downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He didn't didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The Hall of Famer's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, Thorpe might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, Thorpe. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on first down. Thorpe, he will push his way down to about the 14. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 8 yards to go on second down.
Switch up, switch up. Right here, guys. Fight for you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Anderson on for the extra point. Set him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
Today's final score.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,